What's good, everyone? What is good? Welcome back to the channel. With you, of course, Machiavelli. So hope you all are having a great day today. And today we're back with another Since Prestige build. And today is an episode of Mac Talk. So you know what that means? I don't know what the build is because we're just gonna be talking today. So, anyways, either again, I'm gonna be cropping this out, and y'all are gonna get a full scoop of what the build is, and then I'm going to my commentary. Or you're probably hearing this now, and I totally missed out the scoop, and we're just gonna get straight into the talk. So let's just do that. So, anyways, I hope you enjoyed the build. Thank you guys for watching. Of course, I'll try to leave some links down below and some tray files, and I'll see y'all then. So, today's talk, we're gonna talk about teen pregnancy. Fun. Looking forward to the weekend. Disclaimer though, again, if you're not comfortable with these commentaries, let me know. Like, send me an email or something. If you're too afraid to, like, send a comment, you can go ahead and send me an email and I'll go ahead and stop them. But yeah, so if someone does send me an email, you'll probably won't hear this, but they do hear this, then I didn't get an email. I've been watching Serial of America I've been watching that show way too much, and I'm starting to talk like them. Okay, but anyways, today we're going to talk about teen pregnancy, because of course the show I'm talking about is about teen pregnancy, but the thing that they put as teen pregnancy that I really don't like is the blame. So in the show, like I said before, Amy goes ahead and has sex with Ricky, and she ended up getting pregnant. And I feel like throughout the show, they put so much blame on the girl. It was insane. Like, I think it was kind of bullying. Like, okay, first of all, I'll say is her friends. She has friends called Lauren and Madison. They were the first people I talked about. I feel like they're the meaning of just fakeness. They're like, especially Lauren, she's so fake. Tell me this, if you have a friend, right, and you found out she's pregnant, are you gonna go ahead and tell the whole school that she went ahead and had sex with this one person, even though she specifically told you not to tell anybody? You're gonna go tell somebody? No, you're not gonna do that. But they went ahead and told the whole school that she was having sex with Ricky, which she wasn't. She only had it once. Like, it's none of her business. And then they had the decency to go blame it on him after. They couldn't even take the blame themselves, so they had to blame it on somebody else. But I'm not even here to talk about that, because one thing I didn't like is that when Amy was afraid to go to school, oh my god, what I hate was when Amy was afraid to go to school, they put so much blame on the girl. It was ridiculous. Like, they said that she should come to school, she should go to slut school. Like, that's one thing I really didn't like. Listen, if a girl has a baby at a young age, it does not mean she's a slut, okay? It doesn't. I hated that, because they called something. Okay, so what happened was, she didn't want to go to school because she was afraid that her belly's gonna show, and the people are gonna make fun of her. So they called it, the school that teenagers go when they have baby, they call it slut school. Which, no, don't do that. I hate the word slut. Slut's like a discriminating word for girls just because they like sex. That's pretty much what it is. That's what it is. If a girl likes sex, she's called a slut. I hate that word. And so they pretty much called her that because she had a baby at a young age. No. Listen, if anybody is having a baby at a young age, do not go over there or not even go. Just don't think of them in a type of way. They are human, like everybody else. And I don't even want to call it a mistake. It just means that I don't even know what to call it, because it's not a mistake. I hate when people call babies a mistake, because that hurts. Could you imagine being called that you're a mistake? Like that, I know it might be true or whatever, but that hurts. That hurts the baby so much growing up to know that they were a mistake. But the fact that there's so much pressure on these young girls, and then they are being made out to be this type of thing, not thing, but type of way, just because they went ahead and had sex when they were a young kid. What about the guys, I know it sounds crazy because I'm a guy too, but no, like, all the blame is being put on the girls when it shouldn't be happening. It shouldn't. Like, it takes two to tangle, right? And even if someone tangle, they're acting like sex. Like, again, sex is not a bad thing. I will say it again. I'll say it now. Again, for youngins, you can hear this too, because you need to hear it. It's not a bad thing. The bad thing is being unprepared for it. And that's why I said people need to talk about it so people know what they're getting themselves into. Kids nowadays, I remember going to middle school. I still remember this, going to middle school. And we all, in grade 6, sex was the end thing. Every one of us want to have sex with somebody, not because of that, but we heard it was amazing, it was cool, we were young, we're turning into guys, to men, so of course we're thinking about it. And I remember this one time, There was this rumor. I remember I hated this. I hated me as a kid because now thinking back, there was this rumor. Um, Bruh, I hate myself so much. I'm actually getting teary right now because I feel like a dick. But anyways, there's this rumor that this guy and this girl had sex on a school trip, and everyone made fun of the girl, but not the guy. You see how messed up that is? That is so messed up. Like they were calling her names, like she's a hoe, all that type of stuff. But we said nothing about the guy. People actually propsed him. Like it's 2020 and it still happens. It's ridiculous. It really is. I'm like watching this show back, and it irritated me because again, at one point in the show, she didn't want to go to school, and so Lauren, who's her best friend's brother, pretty much called her a slut for having sex as a 15-year-old, which I don't think that makes you a slut. I don't think it does. Like I don't like what even makes you was like, oh my, I just hate that word. Again, I'm just mad in a sense because like one day I'm gonna have a daughter, you know, maybe not. I may have boys, who knows? But if I ever do have a daughter, and she grows up in this world, I do not want her to grow up thinking that she has to walk around with her head like down low if she likes something. If she likes sex. If she does, she does, you know? I don't want her to grow up thinking that this world is going to penalize her and think of her in a type of way just because she did something, you know? That she did. Like, it happens. It happens. Life. People are going to get curious. People are going to do some stuff. Like, it's going to happen. Whether we like it or not, people are doing it right now. It's going to happen. But the fact that the girls take all the blame, I don't want that. I don't want my kid growing up and having to deal with that. I want her to be free to do whatever she wants to and not have to worry about the ridicule that she's going to get for making a decision that it takes two people to make. Like, that's just ridiculous to me. And so what actually also pissed me off is, so she decided to stay in school, right? And so her friend's parents wouldn't let her go to the other girl's house because they thought that pretty much if she hangs out with the other girl, then they're going to become sluts too. Does that make any sense? How? Like, what? Listen, people are their own people. If they choose to be influenced by something, that is their choice, you know? Someone can't, like, for example, if I go smoking with people, I still choose to go. Like, I have a bunch of friends that smoke weed. Am I going to smoke weed with them? No, because I don't smoke weed. I don't do that. I can be influenced to do that. And again, every situation is different. I'm not going to say that people can't get influenced because they can. It happens. Peer pressure, everything like that, that is still a thing out there. But it's their choice to make. I feel like, again, I said this before, and I know I might sound like pervert, and I feel like people are gonna get wrong with me, like, because no, we shouldn't do this. But I'm not here to promote people have sex. I'm not. What I'm promoting is the talk. That's what I'm promoting. I'm not even promoting anything. That's what I'm here to discuss. Is a talk. So I want to clear that up because people are probably thinking, oh, this man's promoting like sex at a young age. I'm not promoting that. I'm promoting. Okay, well, I say promoting. This guy's here talking about sex at a young age and how he wants all kids to have sex at a young age. No, that's not what I want. I want the talk. I want people to be able to go to their parents or whoever it is and have a normal conversation about it and not feel like they're putting pressure on themselves or the situation. It's just, I just feel like, again, the reason I'm bringing this up is because of the show, but not because of the show, because I just feel like growing up, I just felt awkward talking about it, you know? You always feel awkward. You're a kid, you know? But I feel like there's so much pressure around it, especially with guys, too. Because I feel like, the thing is, not even that. I feel like guys feel pressure, too. Guys feel pressure that they need to do it. Like, they feel like if they don't do it, they're not the man. You know? Guys have sex. That's what, again, a lot of kids feel up. Like, if you're not a guy, if you're a guy and you're not having sex at, like, 15 or 16, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing yourself, you know? That's what guys do. And then you see how messed it is because girls shouldn't have sex when they're 15, 16, but guys should. That's the mentality. But it's so messed up. And then when they do have it, all the blame goes on the girl. Like, it's just a messed up. It's a messed up way. Like, we live in 2020 and it's still that type of way thinking. Yeah, we're trying to strive through here and there. But you'll be seeing some girl, like, literally, you'll be seeing, like, for example, everyone hates the Kardashians. Y'all hate them. A lot of people hate them. They call them the S word. They call them all the type of words because they've had multiple partners. But their partners have had multiple partners too, but they're in the wrong. Like, for example, there's a new relationship between Kendall Kardashian and David Booker. I think that's so, right? But everyone over here on the internet is cussing out Kendall because she dated Ben Simmons and other people too. So she dated multiple people. So now she is classified as an S word because of that. Why? Because she has multiple people? We live in a world where we're actually encouraged to go out and date multiple people because we don't know. Like, people will go through high school dating one person and then they'll go back and cheat on them when they're 30-year-old because they don't know who else is out there because they've only had one person. But you go out there and you date more than one person and you're labeled as something else. You see that? It's so backwards. It is. Like, I honestly feel for girls. And again, I'm making this a straight point over here because if I ever have a daughter one day, she's gonna have to grow up with it. She's gonna have to grow up in this mentality, and I hate it. I hate it so much. Like, I hate, because I've had friends who had to go through the S shaming through school, and they don't deserve it. They really don't. No girl deserves it. And I'm actually mad at myself because I've done it before and I shouldn't, so I guess I'm a hypocrite or whatever. But, like, yeah, I don't know. I guess that's the topic for today because that pissed me off. Like, and the thing is, they're her friends and they're talking about how, like, if you have baby at a young age, you're a slut. Like, come on now. What? And what is he? What, like... Anyways, I'm probably not going to upload this commentary because it's a bit much, but again, you can go ahead and leave your comments and your opinions down below, and I'm actually very excited to read this. These comments, I actually haven't read them. Again, these are all pre-recorded, so I don't know what you guys are talking about and y'all are thinking. Again, and if you guys find this conversations uncomfortable, I apologize, but again, I'm not saying you shouldn't feel uncomfortable because everyone has their own sense of comfortability and what they're comfortable with, but I just want everyone here to be open, that this is a safe place, you know? Come talk, message me if you ever want to know anything, you know? Like, there's people that you can reach out to, and hopefully I can be one of them, because some people, honestly, they have nobody, because, like, some people live in I know my friend who lived in a strict household, and they didn't tell him nothing about growing up in this and sex ed and everything, and they grew up making mistakes, because they just didn't know who to talk to about it. So if y'all have, honestly, if y'all need someone to reach out to and talk to about this, and just want some thoughts, you know, just to run through, basically, you don't even have to be having sex, you just have thoughts and questions, let me know. Like, shout me an email, you know, do something. Like, I'm here, I'm always here to talk, I really am. But yeah, I'll leave you guys with that. Hopefully you all have a great day, and yeah, again, thank you for listening to my Mac talk. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope I'll see you in the next one. I'm out. This is peace. Bye. Later. Love y'all. Bye, guys.